Rodawgz, man.
We in this thing.
Mr. Rowley, thanks for having me on, brother.
Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for coming.
Are you kidding me, man? It was a pleasure to be here, dude.
Kicking it with me one time.
I like to be kicking it, man. I like going to a weird warehouse in Houston, talking some bullshit, brother.
Some bullshit.
Yeah. It's like live from a shipping container in Houston, Texas.
Shipping container. Hey, bro.
Hell yeah, dog. Chill out, man.
It's not that bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I like it, dude. I've done podcasts in worse places. That's for dang sure.
In worse places?
Absolutely, man.
What's the most sketchiest place you've done a podcast in?
So it was another fucking complex, like off near NRG Stadium. And it was just like there was just nobody there, and it was just like us, and it was just a weird place in the middle of fucking summer. AC was fucked. We're sitting there sweating. Fucking. It was me, my homie Quadis, shout out Cube, McKeever, and then Cody Greenlee, and the subject of it was Cody's a ginger, and it was that time when they were like gingers are also black people.
Okay.
So it was McKeever, and McKeever's like, man.
I think it's still a thing.
I mean, sure. Well, there's a lot of different thoughts on the subject, but McKeever's like he lives a pretty hardcore life. Like he's as gangster as it gets in Houston. How about that? You know what I'm saying? He's being like, man, what you know about this? So he's just going, well, he's doing his white boy shit. But that was fun. But that shit was kind of brutal. But I don't know. That's what I like about Houston, though, man. Like we find a way to do it.
Hell yeah,
we find a way to do it. There's no entertainment industry here. We're kind of it's just kind of burgeoning.
Hell yeah.
You know, like I saw you post this on your story earlier. You said like, man, why the fuck am I living here? I feel that, man.
Bro, traffic can get crazy, bro.
Well, you know what? It's not even traffic, man. It's like,
but at that moment, that's what I was thinking of, because I'm like, how the fuck is it 6 a.m. and there's like already fucking traffic on goddamn 610?
Even like, I'm not gonna do too much traffic talk. I guess my point is being like, infrastructure here just seems so fucked up. I like the people here a lot, but it's also like Houston doesn't have like a central identity. Like you know what we rally behind is like when we're like fuck everybody else. That's what we rally behind, right?
Right.
Or like we're just like somebody described Houston to me as like Philly of the South, and I kind of like that. Like
Philly of the South, yeah. I think so. Yeah,
I like that. I mean, but the thing is, like, we're not as rabid sports fans. There's kind of a music scene. There's a lot of like weird little scenes, but like not a lot of stuff like. I don't know. It's like 70% of the people are kind of just like doing that 9 to 5 fucking grind, and there's like 30% just outlaws and maniacs running around. Because I'm hanging out with a lot more musicians, and I even doing comedy here, man. Like, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's a good place to develop an act, because like Houston people are just like, what the fuck you, dude? You wasted my fucking time. I
feel like some of the like dopest comedians. I mean, so it's like a very. It's a very, very like certain kind of comedy that comes out of here. I think like it's, I don't know. It's what do you think?
I'll touch on that. A little bit. I think Houston forces you to see who you are, right? And I think you realize all the aspects of the comedy game. Like a lot of people don't realize, like in a lot of comedy, it's like a magic trick, man. Like if I'm doing a gig outside the loop, right? I'm doing a gig in Conroe, like. I know I gotta play a more conservative style of offense, as it were. You know what I'm saying? And now I can build up the same more crazy shit. Inside the loop, you're kind of like more free. But like I see guys like everybody kind of develops, but I also see a lot of guys taking. You got a family, you got some other stuff. They take more of a money route, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I should do more of that. Like I've been hosting that midnight show for fucking 3.5 years, and to be quite honest. It's kind of fucked up my 7 p.m., 8 p.m. like hosting gigs sometimes because I'm like I got I'm not gonna name the place, but I was told like I'm not gonna be welcome back to a establishment because I was the opening act and I was a little too blue, a little too dirty, right? I was like, okay, I get it, I understand, right? And I don't know, man. I fucking really feel like, man, I don't like what I like about Houston is like, man, they really respect it when you come after them. Right, most people aren't there. They don't know the fuck I am. They don't know who's on the show most of the time. Like I've done some club work. Maybe not as much as I'd like, but a lot of the fucking shows I'm in are kind of like a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like I do that midnight show. It's like a drunk tank. Like, all right, motherfucker, you're in for a fucking experience. Yeah. Today you are going to experience something, and that's what I think Houston is, man. Houston's like you're gonna feel something, right? And you can find your people and all that shit, but it's on a broad whole. It's like, man, I think a lot of people are like. Don't embrace that hardship, and it's mostly kind of artists.
You think it's getting like soft or what?
It's always kind of been that way. Like I like blue collar, like outside of like blue collar guys and all that shit, man. Like that's kind of mentality of artists in Houston. Kind of thing. That's why I get along with blue collar guys and all that shit like that. Like, so I had some friends visit from Atlanta, and they were like kind of being like, "Oh, you guys are kind of intense over here." Like, well, I like busting somebody's balls immediately.
Yeah,
it's just like it's kind of a heat check a little bit. See, I don't fuck with you. Like one time, this girl introduced me to one of her guy friends. I'm like, "Oh, I thought you'd be taller," and he didn't like that. And that's nothing bad, but like I know how I like that, dude. Let's see. I like to talk some shit. Let's talk some shit. Now that goes awry at times, like that. I was able to. I think I told you about this, or I run my family's AC business, right? And I worked for my dad for a while, right? And I got to run it. I've been running it myself, rather. And like my dad, dude, that's kind of like he had guys work for him, and like he knew customers would like him, but it's like he's a fucking bullshit salesman. He's selling he doesn't know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like in AC companies, right? Like in a big AC company, right? You have the salesman, you have the installers, and you have the technicians. Right?
Yeah, right.
So the salesman comes in there, sells you a fucking dream. Installers put it in, and if it gets fucked up, it's a technician. So I do all three of those jobs. Yeah. So I gotta be sure, like, hey, I'm gonna try to be as honest as possible with you. Let's get this in simple, easy, because there's like I'm like I bore you with fucking AC fucking shit, but you can get pretty complicated with it. And to be quite honest, a lot of it's bullshit. Right. A lot of it's bullshit because like, hey, when you have your air conditioner in your house, you want it to come on, right? Right. It's pretty nice. You don't really give a fuck if it's low speed or high speed, right? Yeah. And like energy efficiency and stuff like that, over the course of time, it's like you're betting that it never breaks down. And guess what, pal? It's going to break down. Designed obsolescence. It's going to break down. And if I was just a salesman, oh boy, I'd be fucking. I mean, like, I've had. I'm not going to mention any names, but I had this customer 2 days ago. This little lady, I was over there like the week before Thanksgiving. And I tell her, like, hey, this is what you need. The compressor's blown. It's going to be, around fucking $2,400 because we got to do all this other stuff to it to make sure this doesn't happen again. And, like, I was nervous. I felt bad because it was a 3-year-old unit. Nothing we did. It's just shitty electricity. And that's another thing, too. A lot of shitty electricity here. Shit that wasn't anybody's fault, right? Yeah. And I tell her, and I'm kind of nervous to tell her. And then she's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. So, oh, you're so handsome. Do you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, all right, that was easier than I thought. Fast forward to yesterday, we go fucking install the fucking thing. I give her the receipt and yelling and screaming and, pissed the fuck off. Like, I thought I was under warranty, this and that. I'm like, hey, I already told you, lady. Yeah. And it's like, it's got to the point I was like, hey, look, this is where we're at. You pay that, I'm going to rip that shit out. That's my dad's. It's like, hey, dude, like, hey, we agreed upon this. We don't negotiate here. Like,
and you rip that shit out?
No, I didn't. No.
Did she pay?
Yeah, she paid. She was cool. I mean, but the thing was, like, I also on that note too. I mean, putting this to comedy, like, man, as contrary as it might seem to the people who know me or have had contact with me, I do try to do right by people, and I do try to, like, even if I'm kind of a dick, I'm like, hey, I'd rather tell you the truth because I respect you. Even if I don't respect you, I'm gonna give you the illusion that I respect you because, you know what, dude. Somebody just telling you the truth, man. I know it kind of sucks, like, but still, it's just fucking. We don't have enough of that, especially an artistic kind of vibe. But
Hell yeah.
It's, even in comedy, like, people, you find people laugh at things just because they're there. They'll watch that same set at home. They'll be like, "Fucking this fucking guy, this fucking," because they're there. It's the fucking, it's the vibe of what it is, right?
Hell yeah.
But with, so there's something to be said about taking control of the situation, and confidence gets you in the room that skills don't a lot of times, right?
Right.
You seen Moneyball?
The movie?
Yeah. There's a line where they talk about like how they were like scouting old school guys. Like before this guy walks in the room, his dick's been in there for 10 minutes.
right.
I love shit like that. Because like, dude, man, I don't know. I like just having. Even if I don't know what the fuck it is, I have confidence about it, right? That's kind of a lot of my style, like on stage, man. Like I kind of model a lot of like my movements over pro wrestlers.
Right. No, yeah, I see that.
Right, because it's
yeah.
I'm not selling a promo. You're selling a feeling. If I'm selling I'm not even selling you AC. I'm selling you a fucking feeling. Guess what? Yeah. You want your wife to fucking be happy, buddy? I'm not selling you the AC. Like, well, I'm selling you. It's all sales. I'm selling you a fucking feeling.
Don, so you ever be out there like trying to sell an AC unit and shit, and like you got these people laughing and shit? Like, it becomes a little comedy show.
Well, all salesmen have their 10 minutes, Doug.
Yeah.
Every sales guy has 10 minutes. They all have a pitch. It's mostly called a pitch, right? I work with my dad, and like, my dad's kind of a guy who's like, hey, I want you to just treat it like it's your home. Okay, and be honest with these people. My dad told me that. He's like, hey man, look, the way I run this business, like, hey, I can fuck people. I am leaving some money on the table. I made a good living. Supported all the kids, and and I was, he did it well. He was an honorable man. And I respect that. And he's a master AC tech. Now, me and him fucking go head to head a lot, because he can't be like, as much as you think I'm a dick, like that's pure distilled. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I appreciate that though, man. Like he used to do refrigeration as well. I love this story. This is kind of the basis of like what he told me. It's like, hey, look, man, I did this job for these guys, these Indian guys. It's this refrigerator in a kitchen. He fixes it, right? He goes to get paid. And the guy's like, oh, my friend, let's negotiate. And he's just
right.
He fucking looks at the ground, walks right back to where that fucking fan is. He installed, ripped it out. Wire nuts fly everywhere. He's like, don't ever fucking call me again.
Right.
Because that's the other thing kind of taught me, too. Like, if I was just a salesman, dude,
But wait, how the fuck is he going to want to negotiate after the thing's already
exact fucking mundo. Well, everybody's trying to fuck you.
Right.
Especially in a small business. Even like in lower levels of entertainment, right? Like you pay somebody to come on, there's been times I pay people to go on Dirty Show, and I kind of stopped doing that because I was like, well, they already had a bigger show in town. This doesn't really add a lot of prestige to my show, right?
Yeah.
And it's a long way to the top. You want to rock and roll, you're gonna get fucked with a lot. Mm-hmm. And people see they can fuck with you, they will, man. And any kind of fucking art or anything like that, dude, they will. But if you're honest, you know what the fuck you're doing, you kind of stay in there, and I've gotten better about it. It's not like I'm never gonna fucking. I don't think like I'm never gonna fucking talk to you again. Like, oh, you fucked me. It's like, okay, I know where you are. I know how you act, and I can trust that more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you have a common goal and your enemy's involved, I could trust my enemy more than my friend, because my enemy, I know exactly where he stands. Right. But yeah, man. I kind of feel that way too. It's just like if I'm trying to start a small business just with like entertainment. Right.
And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing right now.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. I mean. This shit right here is like, this is just as good as getting a spot, right? I mean, I love being on stage. I love being on stage. I wish I was on stage every night of the week.
But you're trying to take it more into like the like social media and shit.
Well, that's going to lead to more opportunities on stage. You know what I'm saying, dude? Right. And I like talking to people, dude. It's fun. I like bullshitting. Like, I like having a good fucking beer, talking shit, dude. What? Have a couple Miller, the champagne, the beers. What?
Hey, what's up with why are we drinking the champagne and beers?
I went to a gas station, and I worked at a Guitar Center. I had a coworker of mine, Steve Stryker, and every payday he's like, give me some Miller High Life champagne and beers. Yeah. So I thought of Steve. Steve Stryker. I don't know if he's got any social media anymore.
Miller High Life. Yeah, I've had my.
It's also $6 for a 6-pack.
With Miller High Life.
Oh, dude, Miller Bush. You start getting older, you start realizing that cheap beer ain't that bad. Because you know what, man? I'll tell you what, dude. There's a lot of fucking breweries around. That tastes just as good as any fucking beer I've had from them. Yeah. I don't care how many hops you put in that fucking glass. You dickhead. Yeah. Fucking nerds.
Yeah, we used to sip these.
No, I like cheap beer. Bush, Natty Lights, man. I mean, I've had to go to a lot of breweries, especially just doing comedy and shit. That's always.
The last beer I was drinking like all the time was Miller Lite. I was Miller Lite Poppy.
Great tasting, less filling.
Yeah,
that's my shit, dude.
I was drinking that.
That's a big Midwest beer. You're a sports fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a Bears fan. So
I was gonna ask you about that. What the fuck? How are you a Bears fan?
My folks are from Chicago.
Okay. Both your folks?
Yeah. They met in Chicago. My dad, I remember my mom was in the hospital. My dad was like, "Yeah, I met your mom. I had a month left in Chicago before I shipped out again." And he was like, "I almost got out clean." He was fucking with me. He met my mom. They're about to be married for like 50 years here in 2027.
2027.
Yeah. So they went to, I think they went to Cali, back to Chicago, and they moved to Texas. As my dad's dad said, he's like, "You know how you know you're in Texas? Just keep driving till you can smell it." Because like the dad's side of the family's from Alabama, which is very funny. Those fucking rednecks moved out to Chicago.
So Alabama, and then Chicago, and then Texas.
So in my mom's side of the family, they're all like Polacks. They're like, she's like third generation Polack or something like that. So I'm hillbilly and Polack. It's a miracle I could read. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Okay.
But yeah, so I remember as I was a kid. I mean, like the house, it's changed over the years, but I remember like we had fucking Bears memorabilia everywhere. Like 1985 Bears, right? We had this newspaper, and it was like the Bears beat the Cowboys 44-0. It was a big deal because at that point, I don't think the Bears had beaten the Cowboys like in 10 years, 15 years or some shit. Yeah, they stomped them 44-0. And Mike Ditka, like head coach of the Bears, he played for the Bears, but he also played for the Cowboys, and they beat him that bad. He was like, I felt bad for beating my old coach that bad, but I don't know. I have a bit about it where I'm like, why am I a Bears fan? I was like, oh, my dad saw me happy as a child. He's like, let me fix that.
Let me crush his dreams.
He was. I don't know. I was watching. My dad's. He was always a big Bears fan. I like that, man. It was always fun, and I enjoyed it too. And it's like, man,
So you're still a Bears fan?
I've been a Bears fan my whole life.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm the kind of guy too where if I meet somebody who's like a fan of a team like that kind of struggles, right? Kind of like pop up good years. Like I'm a real one. I ain't no bandwagon motherfuckers.
Like the Texans.
What do you mean?
I mean, we've sucked for a long time. We have some good years.
Yeah, but you've had
we
good
win
runs.
The AFC South. It's just always kind of been mediocre.
If I could condense it, you've had. I think half the years you've been in the league, I think a third of the time you've been in the league, you made the playoffs. That's pretty good, right? Like now the Bears, that's one of the oldest franchises in the NFL. At one point, they had the most NFL championships, one Super Bowl, but that's 7 NFL championships. And there's a rich history there. The Bears actually played the first indoor dome game.
The Bears,
yeah, because it was too cold in Chicago, and they played in a basketball arena, and they made it to where it was it was an 80-yard field. So every time they passed the 50, they had to go back 10.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
When was this?
It must have been the 50s, the 50s or late 40s. Because there's a guy on the team named Bronco Nagurski. What a name, Bronco Nagurski. I think he started
Bronco Nagurski.
Yeah, he's
you gotta
Hall of
watch
Famer.
out how you say that shit.
Oh no, not me. I got it. That's Polish, though. That's Polish. No. There's no hard consonant at the end. Ski is pretty good, but he was. I'm pretty sure he was a World War II veteran, and he's like a fucking Hall of Famer, right? And the Bears also too were kind of responsible for the NFL being as big as it is because when they first started, college football was way bigger. Back in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
The first real big crossover star, his name was Red Grange. The Galloping Ghost, just this white boy with fucking moves.
Okay.
And he brought national recognition to the whole sport because he was one of the biggest players. Because NFL football players, you're not getting paid a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially not compared to now.
At that time.
I mean, guys fucking, was it $50 a game or something like that? I know, granted, $50 back then, that's pretty fucking good, right? You buy a car for fucking $400, right?
$400.
The currency has declined quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I love shit like that, man. Have
you ever been to a Bears game?
No, I've been to them here. I went to one. I wouldn't mind going again one day, but that was just kind of a.
But you never been in Chicago?
I've been to Chicago a few times.
No, but to a game? Or?
No, I heard Soldiers Field's kind of a pain to get into. I mean, I'd like to because they're going to move stadiums here in a couple years.
Are they?
I'd like to, but I like watching football. Dude, Red Zone, watch football at home. That shit's pretty tight. Now, I like watching football. I went down to my folks' house this year, right? Just because, living with your parents, they're your bosses, and, you're in the middle of their bullshit. That shit can really drain on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of moved down. I'm not. I enjoyed as many Bears games I got to watch with my dad as I did. And I'll probably watch a few more with him, God willing. But I like going to a bar and watching it and screaming at the
You get mad and shit?
I'm enthusiastic. So we went to a game.
Does your dad get mad?
Not anymore. They beat it out of him. They beat it out of him over the years. Because
you can only get your heart broken.
He used to be
times.
fucking. You get up for it.
Yeah.
When your testosterone declines, you're not yelling at the TV as much.
Yeah.
But there's only so many ways you can fucking have your heart ripped out of your fucking chest.
Right.
I've seen this before. I've seen that before.
At one point, you're just numb.
Well, but now though, he's telling me too is there's a lot of parallels between this team and the 1984 Bears team, 1983 Bears team, which I kind of agree with. So I think they're going to go on a nice little run here. But I like. I went to go see. It was a place called Twin Taverns in Katy. It's a fun little spot. My buddy wanted to watch the game.
Twin Taverns.
Yeah, I call it Twin Towers with the boys. It's $2.50 Ziegenbuck. Lord.
Okay.
Let's have a good time, right? I mean, so I'm watching the Redskins and the Bears play, and it's a fucking tight game. And apparently, it's the night of Singo, which is music bingo, and me and my boy are the only one.
Music bingo.
Yeah, it's a bunch of older people, just like that. They're all singing that song "Sweet Caroline." That's the fucking.
Right.
At one
That's
point,
a white anthem.
They were all going "Sweet," and I'm like, "That's a fucking penalty." Everyone's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, I'm good. I get into it, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my whole day. Depends on the severity of the law.
Into what, the Sweet Caroline song or the
No,
Bears?
I was watching the Bears. I was the only one watching it, right?
Okay.
But I care, but once it's over, all right, I can deal with it.
Yeah.
Before it used to hit a little bit harder for sure. It would ruin my day.
Yeah.
But football season is so fragile, especially when you're doing good, man. Remember that? Okay, you've been a Texans fan your whole life, right?
Well, not the first years. You know, because you know we had that
Cowboys
time,
and
that time in Houston where there was no team here. So
Yeah,
so like pretty much when I was born till like when I was like 6, I think, or 7, something like that. That's when the Texans came along. So the first years I was still not like I wasn't convinced. I was like, nah, I don't. And so those years that we didn't have a team, I wouldn't say I was a Cowboys fan, but I did have Cowboy shit in my house.
There was no reason to not be, though. I mean, that was a fucking... Like, okay.
That was the only team in Texas.
I love talking shit about, the Cowboys, but, like, in the 90s, how could you not be a Cowboys fan?
Yeah.
Did you, like, that documentary they had? Like,
this was the early 2000s, and I had a fucking big-ass Cowboys poster in my fucking room.
I mean, they were balling out of control. I mean, like, I started really getting into football, like, 2003, 2000. Like, my first sports memory, like, real hard... I cried. It was 2001. The Bears went 13-3.
You cried, bro?
Yeah, I cried. Dude. Yeah. I was fucking young because it was just like I was all fucking amped up for it, and I didn't really understand like much about football. It's like, oh, this is my team. This is our year.
Was it like an ugly cry?
I mean, I was a fat kid crying. It's not great. Yeah. So why are you trying to break down the cry, not the sports story? Can you go back to you crying for a second? It's just the football side.
How did you cry, bro?
It was a lot. I mean, it was the first like crushing sports like defeat I felt. Right.
Fuck.
But that's what sports is, though, man. Yeah, like the lows. Right. Like I remember in 2003, I got more into the Cubs, and that's when the whole Steve Bartman thing happened.
Okay.
And like they fucking blew the whole series. You know what that is?
So you're a Cubs fan too?
Yeah. You know what the Steve Bartman thing is?
No, what's that?
2003 NLCS, it's conference championship to go to the World Series, right?
Okay.
So Cubs are up like fucking 8-3. They just gotta win the game. It's game 6, and like this guy. The batter hits a fucking it's going foul. Moises Alou tries to go like grab it, but a fan gets it.
Oh.
And then he freaks out, and like the whole kind of team implodes, and it kind of got blamed on him.
I think I've seen that.
It's a pretty like legendary kind of sports moment. Because baseball, what I like about baseball too is there's a lot more superstition in it. As mathematical as it is, like.
And wait, he was a Chicago fan?
He was like a diehard Cubs fan. This guy, and it kind of like really fucked up his life. And since then, it's just gotten better. But like up until like when the Cubs won the World Series, it was 108 years before they won the World Series, right? And that curse shit, dude, that's real. It's like you start believing that's always in the back of your head, like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen? What's that black cat gonna run out?
Right.
That shit that fucks with you, man.
No, yeah, I used to feel like whenever, like if I didn't watch a game, like the Astros would win.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. I felt that way a few times, but I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm just not gonna watch it so that we can win.
Well, that's the thing about. I mean, I love baseball too, but it's also like until the playoffs start. Like when the playoff baseball's, it's been said ad nauseum. Way different. Hell yeah. Way different. It's way more fun to watch. But I don't know. I think baseball and comedy are a little bit more alike than football. But if you're a pro, right? If you're a pro comic, right? You could do 25 to 45 minutes, 300 days a year, right? However, that being said, theoretically, right? You could go up on stage your first time, do 20 minutes, and crush. It's not probable. Right, but that's possible. Okay. Like because you kind of get over. I've had to get over this myself. Like you have like a big show coming up, right? You get that big show coming up. You're like, fuck, this is. I'm gonna impress people, and I'm gonna go hit these open mics and stuff like that. Like, well, as long as you have to prepare yourself, but it don't really matter how hard you study for the test. You just got to pass the test, man.
Yeah.
When lights are on, you fucking better deliver, buddy.
Yep.
If you don't deliver, who gives a fuck how many open mics you hit?
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you did.
Because you could do 100 open mics and then that fucking day comes.
The whole reason you do open mics and the reason you practice, like football, right? It's like football. Because hey, when the lights come on, you're gonna fucking play.
Hell yeah.
That's what that is, man. And that's kind of what I like about it. I mean, like I like that, man. I like that fucking.
It ain't always your fault though. Like
no. I'm a professional. I'm gonna figure it out. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. I've seen you in action.
Well, I appreciate that.
I've seen you in action. I've seen you bombing. Not necessarily because look, this is the funny part. I've seen you bomb, and I've seen the whole fucking room cry laughing with the same fucking material. Right. So it's just gonna be.
It's kind of a law of averages kind of deal.
Yeah, it's gonna be the crowd.
I walk away from that being like, I didn't do. There was something I did wrong because I can't control what the crowd does.
Right.
And especially if you're in Houston, man.
Yeah.
If you're in a city like this, pawning it off on the audience I'm not a made man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shit. You know, I think I'm gonna be, and I think I will be. I will be. I'm a motherfucker, dog. I'm really good at the fuck I do. However, every situation I go into, even if I fail, I have to dissect that. Like, what I could. There was a better way to do it. I know there's a better way to do it, and that's why, you know, if I pat my own ass, like, I don't bomb a lot, you know, and like, you know, I still eat shit. Yes, I'm not trying to say I don't ever bomb. If you're not bombing, you're not growing in a lot of ways. But man, I just can't. It's all on me, dog. Like I like just the feeling of that fucking, like, before I go on stage, I'm real nervous, dude. Fucking, you got to get there.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, you could pawn shit off like, oh, this and that, but I'm like, fucking.
You just got to keep going, bro. You just got to thug it out, and.
Oh, absolutely, but like it's also less like, you know, there's a way to get it done, and like I'm a very lizard brain, first instinct kind of cat, right? And some days, like, you know, like fucking your fastball ain't fighting the strike zone, right? You're what's she? I can't get over the plate.
Yeah.
You know? That shit happens, man. Like, there's a couple jokes in my act that are kind of like safety valves. And I'm like, fuck, that didn't work. Shit, it's gonna be a long fucking 15.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long 10 minutes. I've been in a couple situations like that. Like, oh fuck. And now, you know, your natural instincts kind of like speed up and fucking, you know, try to get through it. But I've realized it's better just, hey, pick your punches, and let's, you know, you can still win a decision, right? You can win by 3 points. So when you start speeding up and acting or blaming the audience and stuff like that, I like fucking with the audience and yelling at them more when I'm on a roll. And now, when there are times, I'll say this: there are times though too, like where material, more so in Houston. Maybe my material isn't that great, mind you, but like you have to kind of come at them more, include them more, right? I wouldn't say they're comedy fans; they're event fans. And there's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got to do Skankfest. I've gotten like do some cool clubs. And you see like people, oh fucking, we love comedy. I like that a lot. If you're there, like, I don't know. People who like comedy like me. Maybe that's kind of crazy to say. But if you're just kind of, I know I'm abrasive. I know I'm loud. I could be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I like all that shit. I'd rather fail being. You can say a lot of things about me, but you can't say I'm not. I'm forgettable. Right. And I think that's the sauce, dude. Fuck everything else.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck them, dude. And you know what? If audience don't fucking like me a lot of times.
You be going at it with them females in the crowd sometimes that don't shut up.
Well, yeah, dude. Yeah, because especially like in that. So
you're like, bitch, you still talking?
Well, I position myself a lot of times in the show. Like, I used to always host or go at the end, but a lot of times too, I'm just like, okay, I'll be the cooler. Like, somebody's like real chatty, like, hey, what the fuck's going? Hey, what's going on? So I don't want to kick you out. I'd rather you be here. And be quite honest, hey, if I can get a clip from it, awesome. But like, you know, feet on the stage, drinks on stage, them talking, you know. Like, I don't know. Were you there?
They have an answer to all your fucking shit.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. I mean, to me, I feel like, okay,
that should be cracking me up, bro.
I can work this in, and it's also a chance for my set to be different every time, right?
Yeah,
it's an opportunity to change shit up. Were you there that weekend, or there was that poet chick?
Like performing?
No, she was in the front row talking to this guy. She was hot. And like, I'm like, what do you do? She just kept talking. I'm like, what do you do? She's like, oh, I'm a poet. I'm like, oh? Like, when's your next performance? Oh, you want me to do a poem? I was like, that's not what I said. When's your next performance? She's like, oh, Avant Garden on Tuesday. I was like, you know where I'm going to be on fucking Tuesday, lady? I want to be at Avant fucking Garden, listening to your fucking poem, adding fucking stanzas. I'm gonna have some opinions on your iambic pentameter, okay? Because that's the thing. Okay, you seen the movie The Big Short?
Yeah.
There's a quote in that movie. It's like one of the transition screens. It's where they say, the truth is like poetry. Everybody hates poetry, right? Poetry. I mean, like, I don't know. I've had my own fucking. I'm sure there is some good poetry I've read, but it's like on an open mic level. Mm-hmm. God damn, fucking it. I'll start seeing, you know, I start twitching like I can't stand it. Real cocky, dude. Real cocky, and there's no way to really judge it either. It's a very fucking you know,
you just gotta accept
woozle wazzle fucking. There's not really any kind of like real hard. Like I do a very honest art form.
Yeah.
I talk, you laugh.
Yeah.
I talk, you laugh. That's how you know it's good, right? Even music's kind of hard to define if it's good or not. It's up to the person. But comedy, like, even if I don't like somebody's comedy, right? They go up there, they're crushing. Hey,
yeah, you can hear others laugh. Yeah.
Well, that he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the other thing too, man. It's like the difference between, hey, how do you be artistically unique, and also do your fucking job. You gotta do your fucking job,
right?
But that mentality has served me well, man. I'm very like, I like the people come back to the Dirty Show over and over again to see us, right? I know that people like really fucking fuck with my shit.
Yeah, and you're still doing the Dirty Show.
Yeah, I'll be doing it for a little while longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the last.
Hell yeah, y'all pull up to the secret group.
Oh, it's a good time, dude.
So but you do it Fridays and Saturdays?
Just Fridays. No, we're doing it Fridays and Saturdays, but they hate money. Now there was some discussion about that. It's a blessing in disguise.
At midnight, guys.
Oh, it's a good fucking time, dude. I guarantee you an experience, baby. I guarantee you are walking in.
No, I love it, dude. Yeah. I don't really make it too much to the earlier shows because I'm usually doing this or I'm at the other studio.
Sure, man.
So it's like I look at my phone and it's like, oh shit, it's 11. Like, y'all want to go to the secret group?
Yeah,
like, I always try to make it out there for the midnight show.
I'm pretty proud of it because like, when you walk in for Dirty Show, it feels different than any other show at that club, right? It's a different vibe.
I think I've been to the other shows, but like the last 5 shows that I've been have been the.
Yeah, you're a man of quality.
The
you're a
Dirty Show.
You're a man of exceptional taste. I don't blame you.
Hell yeah, man.
But like, so if you go to other shows, like I like just changing the overall vibe of it, doing a couple things a little bit differently, infrastructurally. Like I like to play metal, right? Not to be so abrasive. I like metal. People who like metal will love it. People who don't like metal, it makes them a little more uncomfortable. Okay. They want the show to start. Right?
They want the show to start.
They want the show to say, fuck, what the fuck's this noise? Right?
So you're playing metal before the
show? Yeah, I'm not playing top 40 hits. I don't want you to be relaxed.
Right.
You're already kind of sitting with strangers. It should be colder. Like, ideally, you want it to be cold, right? But like, how do I create a sense of tension before anybody says a fucking thing, right? Oh, fucking show's starting, right? And it's like, that's kind of the whole idea.
Yeah.
I love shit like that, like kind of the science of crowds, and it's kind of like, again, it's like sales, kind of like on a more meta thing. Yeah. And like a lot of times too, you kind of realize, like I know if I'm talking to some chick and if I go too far, like I could see people's faces, like, all right, fuck, I gotta retreat. Fucking, all right, we're in tailspin. It's happened a few times, but I can see everybody's face up there. That's some people complain about not being able to see face. I can see faces pretty good. Other clubs a little bit different. It usually takes about 2 or 3 times at another club to see everybody's face.
Yeah,
but you kind of just that's why I kind of have to move too. The lights hit different.
Hell yeah!
Right, how the light reflects. You can see somebody in the back. You see somebody in the second row. Right. And if somebody's fucking lollygagging, you fucking go, hey. Fucking just get right on their ass.
Start fucking with them and shit.
I'm on your ass. That's how it looks like. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's fun. But
my fault. You said you was at Skankfest?
Yeah,
you did a show there
in Vegas.
Which one was that one?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. You saw any crazy shit?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Was it fucking crazy shit?
They got the Naked Roast. I saw that in Houston. I did a podcast with Violent J from the St. Clown Posse. That was fun.
Okay.
They have blind people boxing with like tasers on them.
And this was at Skankfest.
Yeah, if you ever had a chance to go to Skankfest, I highly recommend it.
Dude, one time, actually, when they did the Skankfest here in Houston, I didn't even know it was the Skankfest, and I pulled up to the secret group,
right?
And then I see all this shit going on, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I seen the fucking people with the pass, and it said Skankfest, and I was like, oh shit, these fools are having a damn festival right now.
I also, so even to touch on like the whole idea of what I've been saying too, man, like that sells out in minutes, right? And those for fans of that podcast, right? They're making a good living, dude. That's how I bet, and that's kind of what I'm saying. I ain't for everybody. Don't ever want to be for everybody. I'm not gonna be a dick. But I want to find people who like the fuck what I do.
Right, because I mean, those guys, they're not for everybody.
Fuck no. Why should you be? No, anything that's like really like, okay, there is some mainstream appeal. I'm not saying like, I'm not saying just because you're a mainstream, like you're not fucking good. I think that's kind of a loser take. Yeah. But like, I kind of look at it like I like death metal and shit like that. That's kind of shit. I like like pro wrestling. I like the shit that I like.
Right.
And I'm gonna create something that like, even kind of back to what my dad was saying. Like I'm an honest guy, right? All this other bullshit is a waste of fucking time. I'm not gonna waste your fucking time. You're gonna see a fucking show because I know what's funny. You don't know what's funny. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Right. Guess what? And ain't nobody gonna tell you it better than me, baby. The one of one, baby. If fucking Chernobyl was a problem, I'm the fucking solution.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? Fuck. And I also don't like just like endless self-deprecation and stuff like that. Like it's kind of like I try to be overly confident on stage too. It's kind of hopeful.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm doing kind of shitty on stage, like I'm good at keeping my tone like in a way of it's kind of authoritative.
Yeah.
I sound authoritative, which is good, right? I know how to speak in a way where it's just like, hey, you know, it's kind of like so my dad kind of talked and like because you don't want to belittle people, but you want to say, hey, this is how it's fucking done.
Yeah.
Right? You got that? But I'm very lucky I get to do comedy, but at the same time, it's like trying to figure out how I could do more of it. And the problems I have with Houston really wouldn't be there if I just was here every 3 months, right? If I was, Uncle Pat's in town. All right, but while I'm here, I was like, fucking Uncle Pat's on the couch. He's fucking here every day, right?
Yeah, and that's how you feel about the Houston comedy scene?
I've just been here a while, man, and I've been blessed. I've gotten a lot of opportunities, man.
Yeah.
But people do have, I've earned it. People have certain opinions on me, right? I've done, I've had some,
like in the comedy scene?
Yeah, I've gotten in arguments with people. I've had my fair share of
with like promoters or comedians or what?
Pretty much everybody. If you've done, and I talk shit. I like to talk shit. Not like I'll talk shit to your face, but like I be talking, and I'm kind of an asshole. And if some, I've always tried to make it to where, hey, I'll talk shit, but like I'll have a face to face with you for sure.
Right.
But it's not entertainment though. That the decisions like keep you out of rooms are made when you're not in the room.
Yeah.
Right. But we're fucking. We're the wild ones for sure. Or I'm the wild. I'm like the last crazy white boy at Secret Group now. I'm the last of a dying breed. Yeah.
Dude, I haven't been in a while. Like the last time I went, I didn't really know any of the comics.
There's a lot of turnover.
Yeah, is there like a lot of like new comics or?
I mean, I try to keep an eye out. It seems like it's a little bit of a lull. I don't.
Has everybody moon tossed?
Not really.
No.
People drop out. Places have periods. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this. I think it really started to change after the Dirty Show on Saturday got taken away a little bit. It's just kind of lost. It's kind of sound arrogant. I think the place kind of lost some sauce, and there's all this shit happening around there. That's the only business on that block now. So the whole it doesn't feel as like lively as it once did. It doesn't feel. It feels like almost self pitying. Like it's not. This thing's stagnant right now. Is it gonna die? Is it
Why
gonna grow?
You think?
It's just the overall feel. You walk in there. Can I say that? I mean, like you walk in there. I mean, you keep going back to Secret Group because you had great times, right? But it just feels kind of. It's just kicking the ass. I don't know what that is. It's not up to me. Shit's like that, and that also could just be me because I've been there a lot.
Is it just the Secret Group, or is it like the other clubs too?
Other clubs have made more corporate decisions to always kind of churn in and out, right? And like because of how I act at times, I've been told like we feel like we can't control you, Pat. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't have to control me. Just ain't me. And I want to work, but I understand that argument, right? I understand that argument. I get that.
So they're telling you this at other clubs?
A couple clubs.
No shit.
Yeah. And like I said, I've had. I don't know. It's just what it is, man. I can't really. I'm not really sad about it. I mean, there were times I was like, I'm like, all right, let me make my own thing. If I was a draw, I wouldn't have these problems. They wouldn't have to control me if I just put asses in seats. Now,
they'd just be forced to.
That being said, this is growing up to do for sure. It's not like I've acted like a fucking angel.
Yeah.
I've had. I don't look at that as a bad thing because the other thing is too is like you get stuck at a club. You start doing the same shit. Like, I have to kill. I have to do the same feature set. I have to do this. I have to do that. Like, I've gotten to kind of really develop a style where I have a lot of different options all the time. Like, I know what I have to do when I have to kill, but I can also fuck around a little bit. I can go a lot of different ways with it. I take a lot of pride in the fact that my style is very podcasty on stage now.
Yeah, I'm
not very much different on stage than I am right here.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Well, do you think so? Or?
I mean, you got the same like kind of flow, same,
That's kind of my point. So, hey, just keeping the shit going,
Yeah,
and that's why I like a lot of sports talk radio too, because like it's the art of like how do you just keep the conversation moving a little bit? How do you keep digging? How do you find a nugget that nobody else kind of found? Crowd work sucks because broadly, crowd work sucks because it's like, okay, what do you do? Oh, you know, and it's just some quick little fucking hacky joke. But if it's just like, oh, hey, you know, what's your name? Oh, yeah, you know, what do you think of this? I'll try to maybe use it as like put it into a setup, and then like something they say. Now I have built-in callbacks throughout my set. You have this, right, dude? Right, one of those. You know, it's kind of like Guitar Center buttons of over their head. So I'm in here, I'm like, bang, bang, bang. You kind of create combos.
Right.
Combo. So just keeping that shit fresh, man. How long have we been doing this? We an hour in?
The pod?
Yeah.
40 minutes.
40 minutes? You do this for an hour, or how long are you doing for?
Yeah, like an hour.
That sounds good to me, man.
Hell yeah,
but
bro.
yeah, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, it's just one of those things where I ain't really that worried about that anymore. It's entertainment, man.
Hey,
it's like
fucking...
I've been. I forget what the quote was. It's like, you know, you attend a party, everybody's wearing a mask, and I came with my own face, kind of shit.
Right.
You know, and there's ways that I definitely should develop a cleaner set and all that stuff like that. You get more work.
That, bro.
I know.
I think you're funny, dude. Like, and I don't think you necessarily have to. Like you were talking about, like the Skankfest guys. Like, they're not fucking cleaning up for anybody. They got their crowd.
Right? In this stage, and I could do all that though, and I don't. Maybe I'm being selfish. I take it as a little bit of a challenge, right? How can same thing I was saying earlier? Like, how do you not stay stagnant? Writing some cleaner stuff, and I'm kind of getting there. But I like my writing style too now. I'm just kind of talking, figuring shit out. It's not as much pen to paper, me sitting down trying to force headline jokes. A lot of times it's like I'm thinking of a memory, I'm hitting the big points, and I'm trying to. I'm lucky I get to work stuff out on stage a lot. Like, you know, I talk some shit about Secret Group. I like Secret Group. They've given me a lot. I am mad maybe, or I say that shit because I'm like, fucking. There was a time when I was like, I really thought like Houston could like fucking really be cool, really be something, right? I couldn't do that alone though. I still can, but that apathetic fucking, it's like, you know, it was another day kind of shit. Like, you know what, dude, you don't have to fucking be here, dog.
Bro, that's how I felt like whenever I started going to Secret Group. I'm like, bro, there's a whole fucking scene here. Like, this shit is fucking badass. This was like maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago maybe.
Right.
Like, that shit was fucking jumping, I feel like.
What do you feel now?
I mean, I haven't been in a while.
I mean, well, last time you went, I mean, like, you know, what'd you feel that time?
I thought it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
The last one I went to, it was one of your shows.
So again, not too much, but I feel like
you was going at it with some bitch in the crowd. Because that bitch just kept talking. You was going at it with her.
I always try to make the ratio feel I like an air of danger and chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty good at being a general manager. Like, I really, it's rare instances we try to kick people out because that kind of sours the vibe. But that's why I do run and produce the show, and Jamal helps me. He helps run it. Justin Smith helps run it, and Blake does.
Yeah.
Because that way, man, hosting that show all the time, that's where you really start to fuck. You know, because you're in the trenches, dog. That sucks. It's tough.
Yeah.
That's why I try to do that announcement beforehand and try to soften some of that blow.
Yeah.
But I like having that flexibility of being like, hey, we'll set the lineup. Fucking, that's the other thing too. It's like lineups and we'll figure it out as we go along.
I've always had a good time at the Secret Group. Like I said, I've been to a bunch of your shows, the midnight shows. That's what I've mostly gone to. I've in the past I've gone to like the 10 p.m. shows.
Yeah.
And a bunch of, you know, I seen a bunch of funny shit. One time we even went. I think you were there too. It was like some kind of game show shit, and you were in it.
Oh, that was a tough day.
I was like, what the fuck? It caught me off guard.
So it
wasn't really like stand up.
That's what they replaced the Saturday Dirty Show with originally.
Oh, with a game show?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, okay. And that lasted about 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, I remember going to see that, and then
I thought that was a cool idea. I'm not. It was just like I know the comics were running. I thought they did some cool stuff, but it was just like some of the comics who were like mainstays on the show, good working comics, but running a show like a game show kind of deal where it's kind of off the cuff and you have to. It's tough for a comic less than 5 years in, man. I don't know, like
they still do that.
No.
Okay.
I'm good at podcasting. I'm good at other shit because I know I keep the shit going, right?
Yeah.
And it's like being a host is like there's a lot of things to it. Like there has to be a charismatic core, right? Because a lot of it. some of that shit too. Like, he gets a little too edgy, right? I like edgy shit, but sometimes like edgy shit don't travel as much. And like, dog, a few things can ruin your set than just like a foolhardy edgy joke.
Hell yeah.
Right? You gotta know when to fucking pull that shit out.
Right.
You pull it out, and that's kind of that's the allure of it too, man. That's the fucking song. It's like, oh, this might not work. This is pretty dark. Let's see if they're looking like this.
Yeah.
Even though it's well written, all this other stuff, just not the fucking broad appeal. Like, I was doing a show in Webster. I was fucking going to a bar. It was one of my second or third 20-minute set. And I ended the set with a Andrea Yates joke. I don't do it anymore, but the bit was like, Andrea Yates, you know who that is? She's a devout Christian. She drowned all 5 of her kids. And that shows you it's never too late to be pro-choice. Now, nobody laughed. Not a fucking soul. Not even a chuckle. The only thing that anybody said, this guy put his hand up, was like, that's my fucking cousin. I was like, all right, my name is Patrick Eady. You guys have a great night.
And that was your cousin?
No, it wasn't my cousin. That was Andrea Yates' cousin.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I didn't realize it happened in that neighborhood. So I got my check and I left.
Damn.
So edgy shit can... There's an audience for it.
You see, I'd have been in the audience. I'd have been the only one laughing. I'd have been like...
You see, that's another phenomenon, though. You see people like, they start laughing...
But they stop laughing because nobody laughs. Yeah.
It'd be like that, dog.
Nah, yeah, my
It'd
shit.
be like that.
I have pretty dark humor.
Somebody else pulling up?
Oh yeah, that's home.
Hell yeah, dude.
Video guy. Nah, yeah, dude. I'm all about dark humor, bro. I'm all for it.
I'll go back to this too, man. There's a clean way to write dark shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a clean way to write really dark stuff. And I find too, like, my experience, like, I did a story about my dad having a stroke. I like that joke a lot. There's a lot more stuff in there that I could dig into. That's kind of what I'm looking at, man. It's kind of like breaking myself down more. Like, I'm good at talking about my experiences now. I don't really think of like, what's this fucked up thing that happened, and being like I don't want to hear another Challenger explosion joke. I don't want to hear it. I'm fucking done. I got a couple 9/11 jokes, but I mentioning the tragedy to kind of set you off guard, but like having it be tangential to the punchline, I think is funnier, as opposed to making fun of just the tragedy itself. It's like, it's not that I'm not against punching down, but a lot of times like fucking okay, that's just. I love dark shit, but a lot of times it's just like you have
to be too much or what? Yeah.
And you also have this idea too when you first start, like, oh, I'm gonna do stuff that's no one ever done before. And that's like, believe me, buddy,
it's almost that.
Yeah, a lot of people have done this shit, and like it's better just kind of write. Even your own personal story, it's like it might be similar to somebody else's, but that's you, man. Like it's like playing guitar. You play an instrument?
No.
Right. Well, you've heard a G chord.
I play some keys.
Right. Well, a G chord. G chord. Everybody knows how to play a G chord, right? I can teach anybody to play the G chord. What separates a normal player from like Jimi Hendrix? Nobody plays the G chord like Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
So you can learn. You can try to play all along the Watchtower. You could copy all the notes. Don't sound like Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
Right. It's kind of the whole vibe. That's what I'm saying, man. So I'm happy I got to learn all that stuff, and like I'm a kind of a. I've gotten to watch. I've started watching more comedy too. It's kind of like you have be more reinvigorated by it.
Yeah.
It's just like. It's felt like a job at times that doesn't pay a lot. But I fucking love being on stage. I love talking shit. I love doing comedy.
I can see that shit, bro.
That's my fucking favorite thing to do.
I can see that shit, bro.
And like, I don't want to. I'm blessed to have an AC job. I'm blessed to take care of my folks, but like, a tough business. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, my Mexican homies always laugh at my one-liners. You know what I'm saying? The amigos don't always like them. But that kind of thing though too is like, I'm happy I got that because it's made me pretty fucking tough.
Hell yeah, bro! And what kind of like you say you're gonna be doing more content and shit?
We're gonna figure it out. I got another podcast. I got a podcast coming out in January called Riff for Riff.
Okay,
it's 2 comics talking to 2 musicians. Very cool.
No shit.
We're doing it at a place called The Way Up. It's a music venue in downtown Houston. Very cool. I'm very excited about that.
Hell yeah!
And man, I'm not too sure what else we're doing. But we're doing it.
But we're just gonna riff,
buddy. No, well, we're just going forward, man. I'm not even like I'm always kind of a guy too. Is like I have light plans. Just get me in. Just get me in there. I'll figure it out.
Right.
Just get me in there. I'll figure it out. That's how I'm looking at it. But
have you ever done like sketches and shit like that?
That's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, I have this idea for a sketch where it's going to be dated on here too, so you can't steal it. I want to do police body cam footage, but like it'll be like ridiculousness, and I'll be like Rob Dyrdek. I'm like, oh. That'd be funny as fuck to me. That'd be funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Because that's also like, you know, this is where it's all going, man. You know, and
yeah, I just feel like don't sleep on that shit. Just like throw that shit out there. Put a bunch of content out there.
I was better at doing it a few times. It just gets to be you know what stops me a lot of times though too is I just hate the idea of fucking staring into my phone, looking at my dumb fucking face, trying to force this like fucking like everybody's like.
And then the editing process, bro.
Yeah,
trust me, bro. I be having to do all this shit, do the editing or do the either on the computer or on my phone.
And when I'm editing something I like, it's not that bad. But like even like the AC stuff, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck else to say about AC. You know, I love it since I'm fucking charged up. And even on the same token, I want to make sure I don't. I'm never trying to talk shit about customers. I'm never trying to out anybody. I'm trying to be as general as possible.
Right.
But even the thing I said about stuff earlier is like fucking
that fucking shit. Bitch.
Irrespectfully.
She didn't have that strong pussy.
Yeah, Lord, I knocked the dust off that pussy.
I'll still talk about your strong pussy joke.
Oh, the strong pussy joke? Yeah.
That shit was funny.
Yeah. No, I'm actually, man, that's one of the things I like a lot. I like that people it's cool that, you remember that joke. And my friends, like yesterday, a friend of mine, he was quoted a joke of mine. And I was like, that's cool, man. I like that, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because, like, you know what, man? Not other comics have that, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always ask people, like, what's your favorite comic? And they say this. I'm like, well, tell me one of his jokes. I don't know. So that's what I mean. Like,
who's your favorite comic?
Right, Patrice O'Neal.
Damn, hell yeah.
He had a bit where he's like, now
that I think about it, bro, y'all's comedy is kind of similar. Well, I can see where he probably influenced you a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Him, Bill Hicks. I was a big
Bill Hicks, bro.
I love Bill Hicks. Yeah. Patrice. He had a bit. I heard the other day. He's like, I knew I was diabetic because I pissed in this girl's mouth. She said it tastes like cake batter.
Goddamn pancake.
But like he's just like I'm also like I like having a good time. Like I like being conversationally funny. I'm not faking shit. I just like let's have fun.
Hell yeah.
And he was like the same way. Like that shit translates to on stage over time.
Hell yeah.
I see some people like there's somebody at the Secret Group yesterday. They were just kind of like saying this like real weird non sequiturs to what we were saying. I'm like, there's an episode of it's a show called The Green Room with Paul Versenza, and it was Patrice O'Neal, Bob Saget, and this other lady. And then Patrice goes on this rant. And he goes to Bob Saget, he just says weird shit all the time. He's like, "Now say something that makes sense to that, Bob. Say something that makes sense to that, motherfucker." Because I don't necessarily like. I learn the more I listen and the more like I'm in the conversation, the funnier it is.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people who just like say like odd shit that's like off the wall for no reason. Yeah. Just making it about yourself, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But you're a fucking G, man. I hope we get to work with you more. This has been a lot of fun, dog.
Dude. Now what was I gonna fucking tell you? Oh, you ever have to deal with people at the clubs where they're too fucked up or on drugs?
Yeah.
Because I've been that person on drugs.
I mean,
at the Secret Group. One time we were doing we just randomly we decided we're all on mushrooms, and we decided to go to Secret Group, and it was like I think it was a Sunday show. Like,
oh, what a vibe that must have been.
Yeah, so it wasn't a lot of people, but
that's a weird place to trip in.
Yeah, bro, we were tripping balls, and like my buddies were fucking just laughing, bro, and the comedian hasn't even started speaking.
That's awesome.
And the fucking comedian, I can't even remember who it was.
We can't get kicked out for that.
But he was fucking mad. The comedian, he was just like, he was annoyed. You could tell he was annoyed. And then we well, you know what? There was people there because I remember we weren't sitting together.
Right.
We were kind of all over the place. And it's like we just had a little network of mushrooms.
Well, the mushrooms do talk to each other as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been people. There's always people fucked up. But you always try to play into that. It comes to it. I'd rather not kick you out. I'm not filming nothing. And also selfishly, this might sound a little bit, but like fucking, you have to think about like, can I get a clip out of this? Can I get a clip out of this? I mean, like I've seen people fucking fall over drunk there. I've seen people fucking just pass out. I've seen a bunch of comics fucked up too. There's been a couple times I was plumb out the frame. We got on stage like, okay, whoa, you gotta lock in, dog.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty, like there's one comic I had to like end his set earlier because he was just too fucked up on stage, and he got pissed at me. Yeah, he was stumbling, and I was like, dog. Like, there's been a few times like comics on stage where I thought they were good, and they got on stage and like, what the fuck is this?
Like mid set, you get them off, or like
we get. It's like if
start flashing a little light.
It's like 3 minutes. I'm like, I'll tell somebody, hey, just go up there and tell them, hey, it's good, dude. Just get the fuck out.
Yeah.
One time a guy came in, he was cool, but like he's cool in the green room. He went up on stage and it was fucking dog shit. Damn. Shit. And that's the thing about that show too. Like, man, I keep the lineup kind of fluid because like I cannot afford 15 minutes of mad comedy here. I cannot afford that.
Yeah.
You gotta fuck me. You gotta fuck this show. Show runs on word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? They don't no. So it's a drunk tank, man. You gotta deal with the public. That's a midnight show, dude. That's why I like to have.
But y'all still get a lot of people in a midnight show, no?
We do pretty well. Yeah. Probably the lowest probably 20, highest probably like 60. Probably somewhere in the middle most of the time.
All the last few times I've been, it's been a pretty good crowd.
It's been good.
Pretty good.
I'm kind of promoting a little bit more. I'm trying to film some more stuff. Let's have fun there. But tonight, though, it'll be good. Footage stays here. Beers, what?
You going tonight? What?
I'm going in my Camry.
What?
33 miles per gallon.
What?
East downtown.
What?
Houston, Texas.
What?
I'm going to walk in that sumbitch.
What?
Go right to stage 316.
What?
And burn that sumbitch to the ground. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold Patrick Eady said so.
Damn. Dog, I don't know a better Stone Cold impression than that.
You can follow me at Coors Light Poppy 713.
Coors Light Poppy, dog.
Yeah, dog. But Roll, you're the man. Cheers to you, big
Hell
dog.
yeah, bro.
Put a nice little button
brother.
on that. See us again soon, buddy. Hey, same Batman time, same Batman channel.
Hell yeah, man.